Welcome to Bloodbath, a true crime podcast. I am Ashley.
And I'm Jamie.
Hi.
Hey, wait a second. You said true crime.
I did.
Like crimes.
Like crimes,
Like
like
dead
murdering,
bodies.
knives, guns,
All that.
incest sometimes. Not in
Ooh.
this one.
So like if I don't like details and uncomfy situations, should I listen to this podcast?
Absolutely not, but you could try it out. But this is your warning. We would love to have you, but it is gonna get gory.
Good to know. Good to know. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to anywhere you listen to our podcast. And here's the show.
Wait. So, while you guys are listening to this, if you're listening to it the day it comes out, we are currently in Utah, partying it up.
Partering.
For Bryn's wedding, dancing our actual asses off.
But I like my butt.
I don't have one, so good luck me.
Dancing an ass into place on you.
I'll do some squats while I'm there.
Yeah, getting low. My knees don't do that anymore. I'm too old.
So, last week, though,
Mm-hmm.
we're technically 2 weeks ago when you're listening to this, I have a new obsession
Oh?
that we learned about.
Oh.
You were there.
I was there. Oh, yes. I know this.
It is chess. We learned at a bachelorette party, wow, we are lame, that I like chess and I know how to play it.
No. You don't like chess.
Oh.
You love chess.
Oh, I do.
If you're in a relationship with chess, move aside, Brayden. It's chess.
He's really excited about this too, because he's ready to, his new theory is that if we're having a bickerment or like a fight and how I need to like process stuff, while I process things, we will play a game of chess.
Nice. What if it makes you more mad if you lose?
We will find that out
Okay.
later.
Good play.
Haven't tried it yet.
Honestly, of all the games that I expected you to like, chess was never on the list. Ever. I never would have been like, oh yeah, chess and Ashley. Same sentence.
It's really weird.
It is.
So in celebration, I have bought a chessboard.
And we're going to play chess afterwards.
And we're going to play chess after this case. And the reason why we are talking so much about chess, take a drink of water every time I say chess, is because my case is about the chessboard killer.
Ba, ba, ba.
Dun, dun, dun. So it's located in Russia. So bear with me. I have put the names in like the little, the pronunciation ways so I can try to say them correctly. But please do not attack me. I'm just trying.
You are trying.
I am
Very
trying, okay?
So wait, when you said take a drink of water every time you say chess, because we're in Russia, is it take a shot of vodka? Because vodka is
you are going to regret saying that.
Fuck.
My dude. So, our perpetrator is Alexander Pichushkin.
Nice.
And I know I'm saying that right because it's fun, even though he's a bad guy.
Uh-oh.
And to get this started off, we're going to start with a little quote by Alex. And that goes as follows. For me, life without murder is like life without food. I was the father of these people, since it was I who opened the door for them to another world.
Nope. I'm yeeting myself the fuck out. Fuck this guy. No.
Let's dive in.
Blech.
So Alex Pichushkin was born April 9th, 1974 in Moscow, Russia. That makes him an Aries, by the way. When Alex was a kid, he was described as a, quote, normal kid. He made friends easily. He was sociable. He loved animals, especially dogs and cats. He actually had a cat that passed away, and he grieved it really hard. He was a good kid. But until he wasn't.
It was all going so well.
Until it wasn't. That changed at 4 years old when he fell off a swing. And when he fell off the swing, it swung back and domed him right in the fucking forehead.
Dude, I've had that happen so many times.
Well, it fucked his frontal lobe.
Oh, shit. Not
Mom,
at 4 years old.
4 years old.
Oh.
Mom did not take him to the hospital, even though he had a bruise and a bump on his head, which, like, there's no blood. I can't, like, blame her. But his attitude changed drastically afterwards. drastically.
That makes me want to like put helmets on all my friends' kids until they.
So many of our friends are having babies. It's not me, by the way. Oh my God. Last week's episode, we totally said in a couple of months we have an announcement. It is not that either of us are pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get that out of the way real quick.
Not pregnant.
Lots of birth control. So he, like I said, he became a completely different person. He became hostile and aggressive at 4 years old. And experts say they think the swing did damage his frontal lobe. He was also being bullied at school, and he was being bullied physically and mentally, which just added to his aggression. And he was usually bullied for like the way he looked,
Poor thing.
which he didn't like look weird by any means.
Stop bullying people for how they look. You can't really change that.
You literally can't change. Like the amount of bullying that I went through because I had a mole on my
Like, what are you supposed
cheek.
to do?
Like, why are you so angry about that? Why are you mad?
Mad that I'm ugly.
Like, can you fuck off?
You know?
And not that we're saying that I was ugly or that people with moles are ugly. It's just the sense of what they're saying.
Yeah. Why
Like,
are you mad that I'm ugly?
It's like, fuck off.
Why are you mad that I'm poor? Fuck off.
Literally, like, what is wrong?
Why are you mad that I'm weird? Fuck off. I'm good by myself.
Be weird, be rude, stay alive.
Exactly. Knew it before I knew it.
So eventually his mom did transfer him into another school, but this school is made for kids with learning disabilities because he was showing signs of having problems now. So his grandpa saw another side of Alex. He believed that there was more to him and that the school just wasn't where he was supposed to be. So his grandpa, they had a fantastic relationship. He was a good man. Took him out of school, and Alex moved in with him. And his mom also agreed to this. He encouraged Alex to pursue activities outside of school that would stimulate his brain, and he took him out of school because he believed that the school was only focusing on overcoming disabilities, and he believed that Alex was actually really intelligent and that he just wasn't given a chance to actually show it. And that's when his grandpa started teaching him chess.
Oh my God.
And Alex loved playing it. So eventually he went from playing with just his grandpa like at the house to going down to a Mescal park and playing with much more experienced elderly men and beating them at chess.
Dope.
Not true crime.
Queen's Gambit.
Beating them at chess.
Beating them, yes.
At chess. Like checkmate, motherfucker.
Right.
Beating them.
That would be his like punchline.
Right. Checkmate.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
and then he kills him.
imagine. Stupid. That actually would make sense for what comes later.
This should be a movie.
This could be a movie. 100%.
Yeah.
I would hate it. And it's actually, I don't have this in my notes, so I'll just say it now. He's a serial killer. And there's no like TV shows. There's no movies. I think there's a documentary somewhere called Serial Killers that he has like an episode on, but he's not well known.
Well, somebody missed the mark then, because after Queen's Gambit, this would have been fire.
Oh yeah. Netflix should have jumped on that. So towards the end of Alex's adolescence, his grandpa died.
No.
Yeah. Alex took this really hard. He ended up returning to live with his mom and enrolled into school again. But the loss of his grandpa sent him into an absolute spiral. This man was like a father figure to him. Right. He was a good man. And the way he decided to cope with this was drowning himself in vodka to not feel the pain anymore.
So Russian water.
Russian water.
Okay.
And there's a lot more vodka to come.
Not surprised.
He still played chess in the Moscow park, but there was something else brewing in him that it was just festering inside of him. And he was developing a God complex.
Oh my God. No. Oh, jeez.
Which goes along with that quote that I said earlier.
Yeah.
He's deciding who lives and who dies. It's reported that if he knew he was going to be around children, he would have a video camera so that he could record himself threatening them.
What the fuck?
Isn't that fucking weird? One instance, he held a kid by one leg outside of a window and said, "You're in my power now. I'm going to drop you from the window and you will fall 15 meters to your death." He didn't do it, but like he recorded himself doing it so he could like watch it later. For what?
That's terrible. Also, I figured out why the American system uses feet and miles.
Why?
And I've just figured it out in my head.
Oh.
Because it sounds more intimidating to say, instead of 15 meters to say 300 feet. It's more intimidating. I don't know how much a meter is. Don't fucking at me.
I don't
I'm bad
know
at
how
math.
much a meter is either.
But if you say, I'll drop you 15 meters, it's like,
Because
okay.
all the
feet's
numbers
got
are
that
low.
really hard
Yeah.
T, you know? It's like feet.
That was like when I was watching that chapter and he was like, it was 35 degrees. Whew, sweating. And I was like, what? Because he meant like hot.
Yeah.
Like it was hot.
We just like things more extreme in the Americas, apparently.
140.
Exactly.
So his first kill would be on July 27th, 1992, when he was just a teenager. He pushed a boy out of a window, and when he confessed later, when he was caught, he said, "The first murder, it's like first love. It's unforgettable." He has a lot of quotes.
I
hate him. Then he talked to a friend about going out on a killing night together. Okay.
Casually just brings it up. You know what I feel like doing?
Murdering people.
Bunch of people. Yeah, me too, bro. No, that's when you're like, hey, his mom,
can you help?
Can you help?
Help.
Wasabi.
So him and his friend, they go out looking for a victim. And his friend starts to notice that Alex is actually serious about this.
Not a joke.
And starts trying to get away.
Good, but also not a joke.
He was like, wait a second, I think he's serious. But Alex notices that his friend is not into this. So he kills him by striking his head with a hammer and pushing his body down a well.
What in the U?
Did Jimmy fall down a well?
This guy is just like Joe from You.
You know this case.
I don't.
Just you wait what happens during the trial. I cannot believe you. You. So 3 days passed by and he was questioned by police, but nothing came of their investigation. You're going to get so infuriated with their cops. All of them need to be fired and put in jail.
They're all drinking vodka, dude.
Dude. So now he just thinks he's unstoppable. In 1992, his girlfriend broke up with him and then started dating a friend of his. Mysteriously, his friend ended up pushed outside a window and his cause of death was ruled a suicide until later when Alex confessed to pushing him out the window, but his record still said suicide. And get this, 5 years later, the death of his friend, of his friend that I just told you about, that took his girlfriend was found dead in this park.
What in the Ted Bundy?
And that's still not confirmed to be his killing.
Like, why? They don't want you.
They don't want you.
They don't want you. Get over it. Don't kill.
Can't sit with them.
Jeez.
So 2001 through 2005, he primarily targeted elderly homeless men by luring them with vodka and then disposing them down sewers and wells. So a lot of his victims were unidentified.
For what?
For what reason?
What reason?
Because of that frontal lobe. May 17th, 2001, Alex was playing chess in the Moscow park with a man named Yevgeny Pronin. After the game was over, he told his friend that it was the anniversary of his dog's death, and he asked him to take a walk with him to go visit the grave. Pronin was happy to do so, thinking his friend just needed some company. They made it to an isolated area of the park, and Alex brought out a bottle of vodka and offered some to Pronin. They made a toast to Alex's dog, and then he bludgeoned Pronin to death, pushing his body down a nearby well.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Evgeny.
It's what? Evgeny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You were close
Thank
enough.
you.
Yeah.
February 23rd, 2002, Alex lured a pregnant saleswoman into the park and next to the well that he had disposed his other victims in. He pushed her in, but she held onto the side. He grabbed her by her hair and then smashed her head into the concrete of the well, dropping her to the bottom, thinking she was dead.
Oh my God.
She wasn't. Not only did she survive without a miscarriage, she was also forced to drop charges that she had filed with police because she was, quote, an illegal immigrant.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not fucking kidding you. I'm not.
My.
March 10th, 2003, a teenager named Mikhail Lobov was outside skateboarding. Alex lured him into his normal spot with a promise of vodka and cigarettes. Once there, he struck him over the head and pushed him down the well. Again, though, he was still alive, and Alex left thinking he was dead. When he was thrown down the well, his jacket actually caught onto a metal rod, preventing him from falling into the actual water, which also would have had him fall into with other dead bodies.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the dead bodies are offering like a cushion.
And are people drinking this water? Excuse me.
They are.
No, thank you. He was able to crawl out, and a few days later, he actually found Alex, this poor kid, and threatened him, and the police threatened LeBeau with arrest.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, what?
Excuse me?
The amount of times he should have been caught. Same thing happened again on November 15th, 2003 with Alex's neighbor. He was bludgeoned with a hammer 3 times, pushed down the well, but was alive and crawled out. His attack, though, made it so that he did not remember the attack. So he could not say anything.
So, I mean, if you're getting multiple bludgeon attacks into the same well and 2 people are saying it's that.
Well, they don't know it's the well. But they do. But they're just not. Yeah.
And the boy crawled out.
But they're not doing anything. They don't fucking care until.
Okay, but also, one more thing. Sorry.
You're good.
He's got the same MO.
And he keeps it the entire time. He adds something later, but he is still the same.
But they're not dying.
He's getting sloppy.
He's being dumb.
He's getting cocky.
He is not a god.
Oh, no. By any means.
You suck.
These police. These policemen are the definition of it's not happening to me, so I don't care until it does.
Oh.
They started taking things a lot more seriously when November 16th, 2005, the body of a policeman named Nikolai was found left out just ready to be seen.
Oh, he wants to get caught.
He doesn't want to get caught, but he wants to see emotion, and he talks about it later.
Oh, I can't believe it. Ugh.
This would become his new MO. Since he wasn't being caught, now he was toying with the police and wanting more emotion out of people.
What even is the point?
What is the point?
You want to get caught, so you don't get to kill anymore, but you don't want to get caught. What? I don't understand the God complex.
Just wait till you find out why he's killing. So near Bitsa Park, which this is the park in Moscow, is where all his crimes took place, was a psychiatric hospital. And it was suspected that a former patient might have escaped and was living in the park killing people. But they were just like, they went over there, they interrogated everyone, they counted everybody. No. Incorrect. You can't just decide like...
Oh, it's near a psychiatric ward. It's got to be one of them. One of the crazies got out. Fuck you. You can't...
Exactly.
No. That's not fair to them. That's not...
And I can't even imagine the interrogation they had to go through when...
Oh, those poor souls.
Like, I understand checking all your sources, but also you have 2 fucking people out of 3 that remember what happened and I've told you.
Yeah.
And you're acting this dumb.
Here, no, it's the people who are in the psychiatric ward.
No.
No.
But they know they have a serial killer on their hands. So 2005 through 2006, he is quoted saying, "The fact the victims had disappeared has no longer been able to satisfy me. I needed more emotions." So that's why he's now leaving people out and doesn't give a fuck.
I'm going to throw up.
I know. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to shit my pants.
Statue of Liberty.
Before he would kill by repeated blows to the head with a hammer, he then escalated to a new signature. He would still use the hammer, but afterwards, he would push a vodka bottle into the wound of their skulls. You regret it yet?
That's sick.
That's sick.
That's fucking sickening.
It's so bad. He also began targeting everyone. Men, women, and children. He had no MO when it came to Richard Ramirez did.
At least the dogs are safe.
Oh yeah, the animals are always safe. With him, I guess. He would attack from behind to make sure he didn't get blood on him. And get this, 10 of his victims lived in the same apartment building as him.
Only murders in the building.
Oh, which we got to finish tonight. 200 police officers roamed the park at a time, interrogating people as they walked by. They ended up arresting a trans man who was carrying a hammer in his bag.
Okay, that's really...
So before I was like, stop targeting people, but then he had a hammer in his bag. He claimed, though, that it was for protection against sexist people.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. And the murders that were taking place and not being taken care of.
I would also carry it. Maybe not the murder weapon.
No, I know. Well, they don't know what the murder weapon is.
They know it's a bludgeoning thing.
Exactly.
I carry, chains in my purse kind of thing where you can use your purse and smack people like the old ladies do. Yeah, weights in the purse. A
like
brick.
Something.
Ooh,
anything. Anything that you're legally allowed to have.
A lock and a sock. That shit will do damage.
So he was held for 24 hours. And I hope his questioning wasn't... Let's hope they were kind to him because he's not the suspect.
Well, this is Russia where they have the KGB.
After 24 hours, though, he was released and sent off. So 36-year-old Marina Masklavoya would be I got sidetracked because I tried so hard the name, would be his last victim in June of 2006. Marina was a single mother to a 15-year-old son, Sergey. He was Sergey.
They're all not ja.
Okay, Sergey. He was the one to identify her body.
Oh no.
I know. Marina's body was found with Alex's MO, bludgeoned, and a vodka bottle in her skull. She had a metro ticket in her pocket that led authorities to surveillance tape that they could review. There, they could see that she was walking with Alex on the platform, but they weren't sure who he was yet. Sergey told investigators that she had been at work at the supermarket. She tried to call Sergey to check on him and let him know that she was with the man and left him his phone number so that she could get in contact with him. I'm suspecting that this was from a payphone.
Okay.
And she's trying to leave a way for her son to reach out to her.
Okay.
So they can have that connection. And for some reason, Alex actually gave his phone number.
What an idiot.
I know.
I'm glad.
I know.
Glad. Like, yes, be an idiot.
Be an idiot, please. So they check the phone number, leads to Alex, who also worked at the supermarket.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. They
had close to home and left personal information.
And also, he's killed 10 people in the building.
This is like BTK.
Excuse me?
With the fucking floppy disk.
Do your fucking job, policeman. God. They had plenty to arrest him on now. Of course, at first, he denied everything, saying they had the wrong guy. But within just a couple of hours of interrogating him, he confessed to murdering Marina. He had met Marina on June 13th and invited her to go on a picnic. You asshole. Don't make picnics bad.
I know, right? Like, it's cute.
Ugh. According to him, they sat for hours and talked while he contemplated killing her or not. He ended up choosing to kill her because, quote, life would have become torture for him otherwise.
What?
How?
What? Someone's gonna love you? God forbid. Oh.
Affection. Feelings.
Well, the last time he had affection was his grandfather who died.
That's true. And he died. Way to go, Grandpa.
And the cat who died. Like, so he thinks...
everything you love dies.
It's an abandonment thing, though.
Rocket Raccoon. He needed some Guardians of the Galaxy.
Literally, you're making me kick grass.
Jesus Christ. So, suddenly, during this confession, he drops on the investigators that he's actually killed 61 people.
Get fucked, dude. Get fucked. Oh my God.
Stratosphere.
Timbuktu, I hate you.
And they're just like, what? Backtrack.
Excuse me, what?
Because at this time, they have 12 bodies. And they know, like, they have a serial killer. And they're pretty sure that they have him. But they're like,
he's like, you missed a few.
Exactly.
Fuck you, dude.
While he was in custody, his apartment was being searched. And this is where they found his chessboard.
No.
You see, he's not known as the chessboard killer just because he likes to play chess.
Fuck out of here. Don't say it.
No. It is because his goal was to kill 64 people, the amount of squares that are on a chessboard. When they found his chessboard, each checker had a number 1 through 61 on it. He was 3 people shy of completing his board.
Good.
I know.
Good. You don't get to complete your goal.
The best part. There's another killer. I don't know him by name. But he had like a number he wanted to get to, and he was 1 away from it.
Good.
And he's like in prison talking about how mad he is that he didn't get that last one.
He probably killed somebody in prison, though.
Get fucked. Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
But that bears the question, would he have stopped at 64? Or would he have found another game to then get obsessed with?
Oh, he so would have done something else, because
there's no way he would have stopped.
He has an addiction.
Yeah. It's science when it comes to them. His friend. His possible girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he would have stopped. That's just not in the MO. Like, the fact that even, like, BTK, any of them even took a slight break, supposedly, is so unseen.
It is.
And he's not going to just stop.
He wouldn't have stopped. He wouldn't have stopped.
No.
He would have found, like, Connect 4 or something.
I was like, what? I was going to ask you, what game would he pick next?
Yeah, that has, like...
That has a lot of things.
By, like, there's, like, 30 pieces on a Connect 4.
No, thank you.
For sure. That's fine. Not. Don't ruin games for people. I thought you were going to say he used the chessboard as the bludgeoning object, but then, like...
Oh, imagine.
That's
no,
what I
he was
thought.
wanting to make one. See, I went real morbid with it in my mind, and I was like, what if
They're
he
the
used like their
pieces.
skin?
Oh.
Yeah, like pieces
like,
of them were the pieces.
Made the pieces out of the bone, like carved it into the
Exactly.
shapes. Oh my god.
No, thank you. Don't give him ideas. He's still alive.
No.
The investigators were now tasked with trying to identify all his victims. People reported missing during the time period that he was out killing
Here I go killing again.
were all put into his folder. A common thing that happens in Russia when a killer is caught is they take that person to the spot and have them reenact the killing.
Why? So they can have a fucking heyday with it?
And they have this recorded.
Oh.
And I will have it on Instagram.
I hate you.
So they had Alex do it. But think about it. If you take the killer to the spot and have them reenact it, not only are they probably happy to do so if they're like serial killers and want to get the boost, but how do you get out of that? How, like, you have that in court. That is solid fucking evidence. That is not the worst thing.
I suppose. But it's the whole...
It's the worst thing, but it's not the
Mommy,
worst
Daddy
thing.
Put my picture on the fridge thing.
Yeah,
Look how
but
proud
using
I
it to
am.
their advantage to make sure this person is locked up.
Yeah.
Finally. You know, like it's not bad. It's
not a
bad,
bad
but it's not
idea.
bad.
But I mean, imagine sitting there watching this guy just, and then I stabbed her right here. And then
they
I
use
fucking-
they have he's holding a fake hammer, like this
little like blow up hammer or like the squeaky ones.
it's like flat. It's weird looking. It's like wood or something, but like cardboard wood.
Cardboard they can print out.
And then they have a dummy that he's like showing them how he did it on.
I so wish that they would have done the squeaky hammer. The judge.
Judge one.
Yeah. Little gavel.
Jesus Christ.
That would have made it primo.
So, through Alex's help, we'll call it, finding the bodies, they found 49 people. Not all were able to be identified, as a lot of them were homeless people, and sadly, people weren't reporting them missing or looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them just go completely unseen. Alex was arrested June 16th, 2006, convicted on October 24th, 2007, of 48 murders and 3 attempted murders. So they did acknowledge.
Finally.
Yes, finally. He fucking asked the judge to add on 11 more victims because he claimed it was a higher number.
Get absolutely fucked, man.
I know. And during his trial, he was placed inside a glass cage
Good.
for his
Fucking
protection.
the
You! I have it in my
from
notes.
like Joe.
Think that, but like smaller. Like just like you can only sit in it with like a
the
chair.
Popemobile.
It is just a chair.
The
but
Popemobile has a little.
It's
glass thing.
literally the same thing from you. That's
That
when
is-
you said that, I was like, no.
Wild.
And I'll have a photo of it too.
Nice.
So this judge, his name, he was meant to be a judge. It took Judge Vladimir.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you knew. You
It's
knew.
Vlad, of course.
1 hour to sentence Alex to life in prison, with the first 15 years being in solitary confinement.
Yes.
He is held at an unknown jail. Unknown, nobody knows, but he's still alive. Whereas rumored that only his mom is allowed to visit.
You shouldn't even get that.
I know.
Does she visit?
I don't know.
Would you?
No.
If that was your son?
We've talked about this before. If my kid kills somebody, you're fucked. Get fucked. And I've mentioned how I'm going to be killed because they're going to know that. Because
Right.
they have this.
Yeah.
Don't come home to mommy. She's not protecting you.
It's the same with like our, your ride or die situation. It's
Yeah.
like, if you kill somebody, do not.
No.
Don't
Don't
drag
come to
into
me.
that. You know how much fucking anxiety I'm going to have if you kill someone, Ashley? And if we both have to hide a body,
We're fucked.
ugh, I mean, we're not because
we're
we both
not.
know how to do it. But no, I don't want to.
It's not happening,
I don't
okay?
Want it.
There's no such thing as no.
And
don't-
then I'm going to be thinking the whole time that you're going to want to kill me because you think I'm going to slip up or something.
I know, right?
Like
each other,
how-
we're just watching each
I
other.
can't even hang out with you anymore.
You again.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to spoil
No
it, just in
spoilers.
case.
But, yeah,
if you put a thing in the thing.
Exactly.
So this case actually brought people asking to bring back the death penalty because they wanted this
They said,
dude yeeted.
Kill this motherfucker.
Yeeted deletus. Like, time to go.
Delete us.
They do have it now, but the last one that happened was in 1999. And they, it's only like certain parts of Russia that actually have the death penalty still. And they haven't like executed anyone in years.
When I think of Russia being a cold, like dark, solemn place,
Mhm.
I imagine that their death penalty is like death by sword, slicing off your head. Like
I
a
know.
shit.
Guillotine, yeah.
Like not lethal injection. They're just like, you know what? Fuck you. We're going to put
The
you out in
hard
the cold.
They would probably do it the way that they killed other people.
Oh my God.
Imagine if it was a tit for tat.
Tit for tat.
Tit for
exactly. Tit for tit. Or they just like smash him over the head, shove him in a well.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Exactly.
I would have made his prison confinement in a well with a cage on top.
Oh my God. Every
Climb
once
to
in a
the
while it
top.
just drops.
Go ahead. You can't get out.
But yeah, that's the chessboard killer.
Well, I fucking hated it.
Yeah. I wanted
Thanks.
to, and this real quick, there's a really great Instagram account called Shivers and Spice. And they have amazing stickers and keychains and true crime things.
And jewelry.
And jewelry. Oh, knife earrings.
They're so cute.
She sent us a little care package thing and was not expecting.
Oh, and cute little keychains. Oh my God. With
It's
all the,
really great.
True crime and scary movie references.
Yeah. Just go to Shivers and Spice on Instagram. She doesn't know we're doing this. So just maybe tell her like, hey, Bloodbath sent us.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
And her stuff is adorable.
There's a little small business, and we're here to support small businesses.
Love it so much.
And if you know a small business that makes chessboard, hit a girl up.
Hit a girl. What's up?
What's up? I want one.
Super on topic.
Yeah.
But wait.
There's more.
Wait. There is more.
Forevermore.
So I found this crazy fact that actually has a bit more to it. It's from theculturetrip.com. And it's about Benjamin Franklin.
Okay.
You know, the founding father, a scientist, an author, a printer, a political theorist, politician, Freemason, postmaster, inventor, statesman, and diplomat.
Does he have that on all of his resume?
A murderer?
Oh.
Is
a murder
he
most foul.
or not? A murder most foul. So there was a London townhouse that Franklin occupied during his post as ambassador to the court of St. James. And in 1998, so recently, a team of renovators working on restoring the former Franklin house uncovered over 1,200 human bones in the basement of his house. The renovators and conservatives were stunned. Of course, they analyzed the bones.
Yeah.
Scientists found that the bones did date from Franklin's day. And that a dozen plus of the bodies were found, full bodies, and 6 of them were children's bodies.
No.
So, of course, historians freaking out dug into this mystery.
Yes, please.
Because Franklin was known for being a humanistic philosopher, and that the fact that there were literal bodies like in his basement, what?
Like the
crazy.
complete opposite.
Right. So
it also makes sense because it's the complete opposite.
I know, because he was a Freemason, and Masons have a bit of a murky history where they have a ton of secrecy and their rituals are very dark.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe things went horribly wrong. Maybe it was initiation ceremonies that people were just getting murdered for.
Or maybe those were there when he wasn't there and he has nothing to do with it.
Maybe.
I don't like that one.
So historians dug deeper into what was going on in the Franklin home during the years that the bones dated back to. And they discovered the real culprit behind the bones. One William Hewson.
How?
A young medical student who was a close friend of Franklin's and had lived with him in London. So he was connected to the bodies because dissection of cadavers was illegal at the time in the 1700s. So the church imposed that you could not dig at a human body that was already dead.
Science.
But for science, Hewson wanted to learn more about the anatomy.
Yeah.
And so he gave money to cadaver brokers and grave robbers on the black market.
Shit. Okay, don't be robbing graves for it though. There's a line.
He didn't. He had someone else do it for him.
Yeah, I know, but it's still the same thing.
Right.
Aiding and abetting.
I know. But he wanted to experiment on cadavers and teach himself about the body.
Yeah.
So historians discovered that the bodies had many precise cuts that matched medical instruments.
Wow.
And the house was situated ideally down the street from a wharf, which bodies could be smuggled off ships under the cloak of night and disposed to the basement door a short walk away. So, I mean, we don't really know how much Benjamin Franklin knew about what was going on in the basement. It's unlikely that he was unaware. He's a very intelligent man. But there's no evidence he participated himself. But kind of freaking crazy, right?
Yeah. So the people theoretically died of natural causes. And then, like, they weren't murdering.
No.
To murder and then dissect them. But they were taking bodies that had died.
Exactly.
And science, just don't be robbing graves. You can't be doing that shit.
And don't do munging.
But oh my God, fucking Cards Against Humanity. But like, they probably found so much shit out that we use today.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I 100%, if I don't decide to be cremated, which, like, who fucking cares anyway? You're dead anyway. I would so donate my body to science.
Yeah.
Find shit out.
Find shit out. Fucking use my organs for other people.
Exactly.
You know, it's important.
Get the DNA. Solve some crimes.
There you go. For sure. So there you go.
Full circle.
There's your more.
I love that.
You're welcome.
We should do that more often.
Okay.
How you doing?
How you doing? Be sure to subscribe to us and check out our Instagram at Bloodbath Podcast. That's where all our social medias are named. Give us rate reviews. Those really fucking help, and we really appreciate them.
Don't forget to use code BLOODBATH at Wicked Clothes for 10% off your entire order.
And they have the cutest freaking clothes, so
Just head over
do
there.
it.
wickedclothes.com.
Do it. But
What
wait.
would it hurt? Wait, what?
But wait.
There's more.
Bye.